We're good?
Say it's about 10 of.
All right, very good.
Hold on, let me get you started here.
Tom, let me know when you're ready. You ready?
Okay.
Very good. Please stand, and Goldie, if you could please lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Very good. Keep with the agenda. I'll entertain. Well, we can't even make a motion, so we're going to glance over the approval of minutes. And but for the public interest, we will move on to the park operations report.
We had a roll call on that.
You want a roll call? Sure. Mayor French?
Here.
Mayor Pilla, supposed to be here. Mayor Feinstein?
Yes.
Commissioner Salanitro, I know, is on vacation. Commissioner Sack, I know, is traveling for business. And Deputy Supervisor William Villanova is standing in for Joe Carvin, who's on vacation.
And can we send replacements if we can't make it?
That's been made clear, I think, in prior meetings, that each of the representatives has the ability to send a replacement, particularly the mayors. They all have deputy mayors that they can send.
Right. You could do the approval of minutes when the fourth vote is.
Correct. If we choose. But you may not want
He
to.
wasn't here.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
can't vote on it. So.
Right.
We can't vote on it. I mean,
That's
we
fine.
have
You can table the minutes until the next meeting. I mean, I don't know that that's that much of an issue.
Not a big deal.
Terenzi is a trustee with the Village of Board District. He can represent
But
Board District.
he's not the designee, Goldie. We can't do things ad hoc. And if Dennis Pilla chose to send Trustee Terenzi, that would be fine. But that's not what we can't just make that up for him. Although it was a great idea. Thank you. Okay. Park operations report, Mr. Gioffre.
Probably the first topic of discussion should be our revenue. Our total revenue for 2010 is $680,644 versus 2009, which is $515,446. There's a variance of $165,000 over last year.
And that's through which period?
That's for just July,
Just July.
up to July 31st.
I'm sorry, the number, the total revenue was 600 and...
His number doesn't represent the rent, though, Mayor. His rental income of $67,000. So if you add that to his number, you should come pretty close to what I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little different from your numbers. I just got your numbers yesterday, so I couldn't. Basically, our beach revenue is up $109,000 over '09, and our permits are down about $6,000 over '09. Our parking is up $102,000 over '09. Which is, bodes well for the park. I just want to say that over the season, seeing that we were cut back those 250 spaces, I think that our revenue being up is significant, considering the fact that at the end of the year we'll probably be off maybe. Those 250 spaces would represent about $120,000. So for us to be up in revenue, which I would attribute to the increase in the non-resident fees and the small increase in the resident fees. Just to make a comparison for you on the amount of cars that came in versus last year, parking, our residents are 2,650, non-residents are 10,913. Beach access residents are 2,500 versus non-residents 18,900. So 18,900.
This is through July?
This is through July 31st. These are the numbers as of July 31st. I do have the numbers for August, but no sense in getting into them because we're just so many days into August. Overall, I would assess that the season, revenue-wise, is going well. Of course, we still have the area to move into where when we don't have revenue coming in, we'll still have expenses. So we've begun a program of cutting back our rangers on certain days. Without fireworks at night and without volleyball, we can cut them back from 2 to 1, say, and other nights. We'll still keep 2 on for the weekends. We're also cutting back on our maintenance people. We're cutting at least 5 hours for each maintenance person. So we're cutting personnel back to hopefully toward the end of the season, when the revenues fall off, we'll at least be able to deal with that. We only had to close the park 3 times all summer, and those 3 times were on the 4th of July weekend. They were for 1 hour each, and then we reopened and we backfilled, so we were able to handle that. We haven't shut down since the 4th of July. We've had no auto-human injuries, or I would say our safety level is good. It's part of the reason for that, even though we haven't had any injuries there since I've been there and years before that. We're making that circle one way actually helped us with the traffic flow without cars crossing each other either way. So by making that horseshoe and then the exit out by the chain, we've cut back on any type of traffic problems. As far as backup on Dearborn Avenue, we've had none, except for those 3 times that we did have to close down. We got the signs up there, we got the rangers up there, and we alerted people to the fact that we were full. As soon as we reopened, we pulled the barriers down, we pulled the signs down, we started backfilling. So I would have to say that where the rope is, we've only used, where you guys gave us permission to use the other side of the rope for personnel. We've only done it 3 or 4 times. We didn't have a need to do it, nor did we have a need to use the overflow parking for the pavilions and for the parties that we had there. So overall, the traffic flow and the traffic conditions in the park are a lot less, a lot. And I can quote you some numbers after about what's going on in August so far. We've only had to call the police 5 or 6 times, maybe 3, maybe 2 or 3 of them were prior to our increasing our security there during the day and at nighttime, and RISE responded well, so we were good there. We did use ride police on 4th of July weekend, police on a bicycle to just continue to patrol the park. Most of the disturbances that we had last year, not that it was crazy, have been a lot less. Our security people have been able to take care of them, stop it in the bud for the most part. Now, I don't have the figures for the pavilion use, but looking at how booked we were in July, I think I'm assessing it. I think we're doing better with the pavilions. The boot camp she's increasing all the time. She's got a larger group there. Volleyball is phenomenal on Monday nights. There's 400 plus players and 100 plus spectators. Now, they all pay us a fee at the beginning of the year, but spectators pay each week parking. I think the $2 we're charging on the beach for fireworks night, working out, it's covering our expenses. The $5 per car on fireworks nights adding to our revenue. So those were a couple of decisions that I feel were good, well thought out decisions. I think next year we can fine tune some of the decisions. Basically our weekday, right now and not to alarm anyone, but right now our parking is off about 43% from last year.